there we go. So we're going to. I'm what? I'm sorry. I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah. That's what. I hope so. Sometimes the microphone doesn't work, but let's do it right now. Yeah, I know. Too bad. Yeah, but this time I have the sound turned on. So let's see what happens. Yeah. So in this case we have a product, and the product is well, yes. And then we look at the MXDBC, and then in the code, and then we see the data matrix. So that's what we want to turn on in the data matrix. So we want to work with the data matrix, and it says enable data matrix analysis. Well, you have to turn that on. So in the beginning, you have to, if there's nothing, if there's no, there's nothing. So you turn that on, and then only once. So that means that you never turn it off here, never ever. Okay, you can only turn it on and off here. So if you want to be sure that you have the data matrix code working, it needs to be always turned on here. And then if you have a recipe, you turn it off. If you want to turn it off in a certain recipe, you have to turn it off here or on there. Okay. So now we turn it on. So we turn it on, and you see here on the left, under data matrix, there's not so much. But if you say yes here and you hit one time OK, and then you go back to MXDBC analysis setting, of course being logged in as an administrator. Yeah, and then we go back to code, and you see that there are all kind of new things there. You see, so data matrix analysis, okay. And in this case, you say it says analysis, yes, because we want to analyze it, and then learn data matrix code after label learning mode, which you can do. It just means that after you learn the label, it will automatically learn the data matrix. It says also use, yes. With a QR. So that for now we're going to do it with the QR. I'm going to show you how to put a QR here. I don't know if that is in the image, but we'll see. I don't know if the image that you have here has a data matrix, but we'll see that in a second. But now we see, okay, it says learn data matrix, code after label learning mode. So after you learn the label, it will automatically ask you to learn the data matrix. And then it says use match position. Also use original image. That is, if it's not working nicely, maybe you can use the original image to decode. But most of the time it doesn't work. But you can, if it doesn't work, you can try. This works nice with barcodes, but not with QR codes. Use match position for data matrix code position. Well, yes means that it will find the data matrix position, and if not, it's going to search the whole image for the data matrix. And that is a lot, of course, right? So that takes a lot of time. So it's better to turn this on, and then it knows where the data matrix is based on the already position of the image it finds. Now, the ROI. Of course, we need to. Now we're going to see if there is a data matrix on this. Is there? Don't have a data matrix. Okay. So let's try another can in this case. So we turn it off here. So we can see on this recipe we turn it off. Okay, and then we find another. So let's say I'm quite sure that this product has it has the data matrix. Yeah, so we choose. Let's make a copy of that one, which is also nice to do to see again. So we make a copy. So I just say add. So first I select it. Now it's here. So if this is MXD is selected, I hit product. Now it's here, and I can make a new product, and I call it test data matrix. For me, that's a good name. Okay, and then choose product. There you go. And what we see here, well, it creates this new recipe which will appear here. So when the name appears here, we're done, right? So now it's created. And what we're going to do is, well, same thing, right? So I suppose it's already turned on. So it says data matrix is already turned on, but let's say it was turned off, you turn it on then, right? and then you hit OK again, yeah, and then you find all these other new features down there, so all these other items, and then we're going to look at the ROI, and the ROI needs to be where the data matrix is located. So in this case, we had put a you had put a white sticker on it, but you have to just put it around the data matrix, like just like this, and then you have this position fixed, and let me see, what more do we do? Then we're going to look at the other settings, so data matrix analysis. Yes. Yes. I think you can, okay, yes, you can cover it or you can leave it, but when you leave it, well, yeah, in your case you have all different matrices, so you want to cover it somehow, or maybe leave it just like this, but then you have to place a non-reject ROI for the label not to reject, because if not, the label is going to reject all the time because the matrix is changing. Okay, but in this case, good. We leave it as it is, but maybe you don't need to do that all the time. So in this case, compare code to reference, we say no, because you have all different codes. Yeah, different codes. So if you have always the same code and you want to reject, if the code is different, you put that to yes, but now we put it to no. Now learn next code, yeah, which you can do. It's not necessary, but you can do that. Compare part of code. You could also compare part of code. But that's mostly used only for sorting machines, so we leave that off here. So let me see, number of checks to validate, and then we have advanced. So initialize Sapera. So Sapera is a dongle. This software only works with a dongle actually. The software will not work without a dongle. It says sometimes use Sapera or otherwise use C-bar. It's not working. Yeah, Sapera works nice. C-bar, it works not so nice. And libdmxtx, I don't know what it is, but maybe in the future they will have a new way to read them. I don't know, but they're working with it. Use separate ROI for each camera. We say no. Normally code type read QR codes or data matrix. Well, there's ECC 200 codes or QR codes. So they're not completely the same, or they're very different, but then you can decide to also want to read ECC 200 codes. ECC 200 codes are protected codes, so that is like somebody owns the rights of that. QR code, I think, is completely free and open source. But you have a QR code on your can, so that means that you can you just put on yes because it says read QR code, yes. And you use Z-bar, well, same thing as here. No, so no, we don't put that here. Then we have advanced data matrix analysis. As you can see, it uses a fixed threshold type, that is to see the difference between white and black dots in the code. So if the code would be very dark or very light, you might want to change this. But if your code is nice, see, so it's white and black. So if it's white and black, then normally the difference is 128, because white is 0 and black is 255, and the difference in the center is 128. So you want that then. And then you can say, okay, use automatic matrix size. It says no, because your QR code is 33 times 33. You can count the pixels, and you will find that it's, yeah. Well, with a microscope, you can with a good loop, or you take a picture, or with your phone, and then you start counting or you put it to yes. But if you put it to yes, that takes more time. So you just want the machine to fix on time. We can also play with the number until it works, but then of course you don't know if it's because of the pixels or if it's because of the focus, or you don't know. So that's why I'm saying maybe you put it to yes until you know what it is, and then you can fix it to some number. That's possible. Yeah. Good. Let me see, what more do we have here? Sapera code is light. So if the code is light, effort level, well, yeah, if you say very low effort, if your code is perfect, you can put very low effort and it will always find it. But if your code is very small, very far away, out of focus or whatever, you put very high. So in the beginning, you can put very high. If it's not working, you can try very high, but of course that takes more time to decode. So you want it like a medium or low or very low. That's it makes the machine faster, which is maybe better. Okay, use Sapera quick module. Well, yes. Use analysis time limit. Yes. I don't know what it all means. But, well, I know what this means. Use analysis time limit. That means that you say if after 260 milliseconds it hasn't found the code, then it says I haven't found the code, and it will reject the can then, right? Yeah, that's right. Good. What more do we have here? Sapera advanced data matrix analysis, and then ROI determination. Okay, code ROI determination. Sometimes you use that, but it's very difficult to show that. But then you can show perfectly where it should be depending on a certain on the barcode, for example. And you have a barcode and you say my data matrix is always left from the barcode, which is not what we're going to use here. Okay, so this is how it should work. So now we can you can hit the start button if everything is set up correctly, and then if the QR code is well enclosed by this ROI, then it will try to read it. So in this case, this one, it said, let me see what it said. Oh, there is a pixel, there is a defect on that can there, yeah. So let's see if we can find a good can. Also a scratch on this can here. Here there is a scratch, I can see. And let me see, but it read the code. You see, it says data matrix code, and you can put your mouse and you see the whole thing. Let me see, next one, next one, next one. Okay, yeah, so as we can see here, this largest defect pixel is 1224 because it found this code where there was nothing. So that's why we have to look at the sensitivity ROIs. You see that there is a non-sensitivity ROI here that needs to be applied to all images. Maybe that's the reason. Let's look at the settings. Yeah, the settings are low, so it's gonna look, but not so good. And if I say apply to all images, first select the correct ROI in red. If it's in red, it's selected, and then I hit apply to all images, and then it will probably not reject this area here on label. So see if that's true. Well, that is not true. So we're going to view mode, view single image. This is image 4. Yeah, see why it rejects, and we'll see that it actually rejects on the code here. You see that in the difference image, it has this code as a reject. So the settings are not correctly in the sensitivity ROI. This sensitivity ROI needs to be less sensitive. Let's put it to 200. And then apply to all images, and now probably it will accept this this image. Let me see if it's true. Yeah, see so now it says okay, this ROI, I see the difference. There was, in my reference image it's white, in my real image there is a code here, so there is a difference. And then I put this no reject ROI there, so it will not see that difference. Okay, so that's good. I think that's what it is, and have a good day, and talk to you later. Let me stop the recording here. Stop.